Nocturnal news. Welcome back, my friends. By the way, we posted a video on YouTube a couple days ago. I think we got like 200 views. Okay, now check this out. TikTok, we're over 10,000. That picture's a little bit old right there. So please follow us. TikTok, Facebook, Rumble, Twitter. We are everywhere. YouTube sucks. Okay, now right here. Now, people are calling this a direct energy weapon. Okay, this is a video right here. Boom. Okay, that I posted, I don't know, maybe about 2 years ago, and that I believe is LiDAR technology, basically where the Army Corps of Engineers or whomever maps the ground. Okay, but there was something very odd floating around on social media coming up here in just a minute, and I just want you guys to take a look at it and give me your opinion. Okay, you'll see this lightning bolt or laser come kind of, I guess, from the right to the left, but here's the problem I have with the video. I have heard this audio in multiple videos. Right there. Okay, you hear that? It kind of sounds like Star Wars or something. So I believe the audio is fake, but the video's real. Now, someone kind of had an interesting thought on this. They said something about every time a hockey team wins a game, they fire this green laser into the sky. Now, right here, I put a filter on it to bring out all the detail. So what do you guys think? Is this CGI? Is this real? Is this a direct energy weapon? Is this a space-based weapon? We know the military and these black budget programs have been developing these satellites that can fire and have fired weapons from space. So anyway, just something interesting I wanted to share with you guys. Now, up next, this is from a amateur astronomer from Germany. Okay, check this out. Of course, we're looking at Saturn. Look at the top left right there. Now, there isn't supposed to be anything whatsoever moving around the rings of Saturn. I think this is a great example of a UFO. It's an unidentified flying object. We don't know what it is, you know, but like always, guys, I lean towards these black budget military programs. I believe that's what we're looking at. But what's crazy, okay, you'll see it kind of spinning, right? It looks like freaking police lights, like you're getting pulled over by like the Galactic Federation or something. I don't know, but it's absolutely mind-boggling because it is real. Okay, now you guys have to understand that this is a real video. And I don't think it's, you know, a case of being closer to the telescope that the man is filming with, you know, and it's, you know, perhaps like in our atmosphere or something like that. This is definitely near the, you know, the rings of Saturn. Okay, so what it is, I don't know. It almost looks like a missile or something that's just out of control and is spinning and tumbling, you know, perhaps, you know, caught in the gravity of Saturn. I mean, that's just a theory I have. I have nothing to back that up. No proof, no evidence. It's just an idea. Okay, up next, we're gonna go to another amateur astronomer. Boom, check that out, guys, right there. This is some object going over the lunar surface, and you see this light. It illuminates the lunar surface. Again, these are real, authentic videos. Now, this was originally posted on Reddit, and I found this from just multiple people that I follow on Reddit that I trust, and they have a good reputation. I went down the rabbit hole. I verified the video. It is real. It is authentic. It's not CGI. You know, or something like that. Now, right here, I did add a filter. If you're wondering why it looks different, maybe a little bit choppy, because you guys have to understand that I do a lot of editing to bring these details out, because the original video, it's basically this little dot, you know, and I zoom in and I do add some filters just to bring out detail. It's not to manipulate it or, you know, mislead, deceive, whatever, anyone. It's just so you can get a better look at it. Okay, now, from what I can see, it is definitely lighting up the lunar surface. There's something there. Okay, now, unless I've just been totally hoodwinked and this video's fake, which again, I have found no reason whatsoever to think that, because the guy that posted this video is a very creditable person and has a good reputation, and I don't think he would put out any kind of clickbait nonsense, because he's not about that. Okay, he's not trying to build a YouTube channel or get clicks, get views, whatever. So these are, you know, gems. These are just absolute gold when we come across videos like this that are truly unexplainable. And again, broken record here, guys, I believe this is a black budget military program. It is. I mean, there's a reason we, or the government, created Space Force. There's a reason we have people like Bill Nelson from NASA saying that, NASA's #1 goal is to find proof and evidence of life outside of our own planet. Okay, and then all of a sudden, these videos are emerging. We've had more authentic and just awesome UFO videos over the past year than I think I've seen in 10 years, because I remember I've been a UFO nut for a long time, and back in the day, the videos were laughable. They were just ridiculous. I mean, horrible CGI, just nonsense. But now we're getting these high quality videos, and of course, the cameras are getting better, right? Okay, so now let's just look at this and analyze, guys. And by the way, I'm so excited to be back. I'm done moving. I'm setting up my studio, and I couldn't be happier. So, we're going to be pumping out a lot of content like we always talk. Now, let me just kind of a side note here. When I saw that, it almost looked like wings flapping. I'm like, wait a minute, is this some type of bird or something like that? Because, you can see it right there. And that's happened before when people are filming the moon, and you can almost, or say they're using thermal or infrared, something like that, these military videos, and it's clearly a bird. I mean, you guys remember the video that Jeremy Corbell put out, and, it was actually a helicopter was tracking this object, and you could see the damn wings flapping. And then it went into the water, so now it's a USO. It's a, it was a UFO, now it's a USO. It's like, no, it's a damn bird that landed in the damn water, bro. Okay, so let's continue. All right, nocturnal news. Now, on my last video, I said leave a comment and we will read it on the next video, and here we go. Now, Mr. Nelson, the gentleman 2756 says, how do you feel about the possibility of space-based direct energy weapons causing structure and wildfires for political and financial gain? Well, my friend, Mr. Nelson, the gentleman, if I really told you how I felt, I'd probably get kicked off of YouTube, so follow us on Rumble. I'm sorry, but that's just that's the rules, okay? Them's the rules on YouTube. But I could tell you, I think it does exist, and I think it is happening, so thank you for the comment. Now, this is user something, something, something. Wow, that's nuts. I've been following the subject. Keep up the excellent work. Thank you. Now, Mr. Brian Lee 8115, I see the stars blinking in and out, but for the life of me, I can't see the silhouette of whatever is passing between us and them. Do we have any inkling about how far away the objects are from your commentary? I'm assuming still within the atmosphere. And yes, you're referring to this recent video, and I'm guessing it is. Honestly, I don't know. Now, according to the guy that took the video with his telescope, which was Eric, he said it was up there, towards the stars, meaning outside of our own atmosphere. Now, what I've learned after going back and studying the video is it's a circle, okay? It is a perfect black thick circle, and I was able to pull that out in my editing app. So the silhouette that you see coming down, if you look closely, and it's like maybe 1 or 2 seconds, you can, if you pause it at the right spot, you can see a circle. And I started thinking, I'm like, okay, well, what if that's like from the camera lens, right? Because it's a perfect circle. I mean, you guys know I'm just honest here. What if it isn't, some kind of cloaking technology, something like that? Because why is it a perfect circle? I mean, just like, a washer or a penny or a coin, but it's hollow. It's like a black circle that's hollow. So thank you for the question. Okay, A-N-O-N, Onin? Okay, I always look forward to when you say nocturnal news. Well, thank you, my friend. Okay, Occult Journeys, a very good friend of mine. Now, being that this person didn't use his real name, I'll just say to him, there's only a handful of people in this UFO community that I like, trust, well, fuck it, that I like, okay? And you are absolutely one of them. You're a stand-up dude, and you did me right, and I respect the hell out of that. So thank you, Occult Journey. And I wish I could say who you are, but you know who you are. So thank you, my friend. You're awesome. Okay, now, Sean, is this Haskins 1496? They're putting our poop in the sky for us to breathe. They've been sending us messages through rock and roll and rap music, mocking us for decades. Now, I don't know what we're talking about. We'll keep reading. All I have to say is Jesus will have the last word of on Judgment Day. I don't know about you, but I can smell it in the air. I think a lot of people can read the signs and wake up sheeple. I agree, my friend. We are currently witnessing the rot, the decline of society. I mean, just look around. And I guess this might be a good time to tell you guys that I am going to start another YouTube channel, and we will talk about certain issues just like that, about what's going on in the world. And again, I believe it's the beginning of the end. I mean, just take a look around. Look at the poverty. Look at the disease. Look at the war, the famine, the divide. The country is divided. There is so many problems, economical problems. Look, I don't want to get too deep into it, but we're in bad shape, guys, and we need to pull it together. So I agree. But thank you for the comment. Okay. William Abrahams, keep up the great work. Thank you, sir. The bloke that cuts the grass. Look, I'm a grass cutting fool. Trust me, I got 3 acres. A great video. Nice to be getting your videos again after mysteriously not getting them for ages. It worked by clicking unsubscribe, then resubscribe as you suggested. If anyone is not getting his either, or has just stopped, I'll try to find him again and try to basically saying, look, I know a lot of you guys aren't getting notified, and thank you so much, the bloke that cuts grass. You're awesome. I love cutting grass. But it's true. If you don't, if you're not getting notified, just unsubscribe and resubscribe. Now you go on, yes, where is Tyler? I'm not getting any of his either, or has he just stopped? I'll try to find him again and try the same to unsubscribe and well, basically, no, he's not making videos right now. As many of you know, he's going through a lot right now, personal family stuff that I won't talk about, but from what I understand, he's going to get back to it. And I think since I posted this video 11 days ago, he did post a video. At least that's what I was told. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, he's just been going through some personal things, and his family comes first. So you crite science for double damage. Science is dead. You killed science. All right. Thank you there, Forverse. Okay. Now this is Larry Lizon. Yes, sir, I think. The distortion seen around the UFO isn't from exhaust heat. It's a leasing effect. Yeah, I read your comment the other day. Caused by camouflage that bends the light around the object. It's interesting that we still see a light near the center of this effect or the craft. And you're absolutely right, Larry. But again, go back and look at it again, and you will see a perfect circle. But thank you for the comment. Daryl. Okay, good clip, good work. Thanks. Okay, thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate it. Look, bam, we're going to hit you with this. There you go, from Nocturnal News. Okay, the term TR3B is a term made up by, okay, we know this, okay, fictional book about the gray alien hybrids trying to take over. It's a great book, but there is where the terminology came from. So these triangle craft would not be called TR3Bs. Now, if you're referring to me calling them TR3Bs, I just do this. It's out of lazy. I understand it's laziness, and there's a better way to accurately describe the craft. But when I say TR3B, people think triangles. So, and you're right. I need to, accurately describe what I'm looking at, because I definitely have the knowledge, but I try to boom, 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 get through these videos quick. Okay, everyone knows them by the name, but it shows how fictional accounts or stories make their way into the ongoing lore and history of whatever is going on in Deep Black Projects and all the others. On another note, Bruce Sees All. Yes, by the way, Bruce, a great guy. Shout out Bruce Sees All. Has some great videos. And okay, yes, I know. Yeah, Bruce is awesome. He's a pioneer. He's a trailblazer. He has spearheaded this UFO movement, and I love Bruce. Okay, now, Mr. J. This is one of the OGs that's been around forever. We're so grateful that you're here, Jay. you've been awesome. You've been here from the beginning, and trust me, I have a ton of respect for you, and I love to see you in the comments, okay? Thank you for the content. Love the channel, man. I've been around since the beginning. I agree. There are a lot of reverse engineer projects. Not everything we see is alien, and yes, you are absolutely right. And again, thanks for your comment, and I wish you would leave more, okay? Now, Mr. Nick says, great work as always. No clickbait here. No, we will absolutely never post any bullshit clickbait. I promise you that. I'm a SSP victim. Be careful. Okay, sir. Thank you. This is, I don't know how to say your name, but really, thank you for the comment. You guys have these names. Look, I'm not too smart and I can't read these names. Fiben something Space Force. Yes, it could be, like I said, Space Force. Look, let's take it a step further, my friend. What about the Galactic Federation? Do you guys believe does that exist? Is that lore? Is that made up? Is that clickbait? I think there's a reason. Again, Bill Nelson says we're looking for aliens. We're looking for life. There's a reason, okay? Javi, thank you. The distortion around the UAP reminds me of what Bob Lazar explained once, that the UAP have some sort of force field around them. And yes, I made a whole video back in the day, probably, 2-3 years ago, with that clip of Bob Lazar explaining, why they're wobbly and the force field around them, and how, they're like falling into gravity and that keeps them moving forward. But yes, thank you for the comment. Now, this is nanoparticle. Do you think aliens fart? Well, absolutely. Thank you for the comment. I mean, yes, if they're biological beings, yeah, I think they do. Why not? Sure. Look, we all, the truth is we all eat, sleep, and shit. So yes. Okay. Excellent video again, mate. Thank you, Steven. You're awesome too. You're always in the comments and we love you. Thank you. Now this is Mariah. Hello, Mariah. Hey, stumbled upon your videos. Yes, some are military, but only because they found many UFO crashes. Yes, so it goes back to the 40s, Roswell, and probably, pre and post Roswell. I believe that UFOs are real. I have had many experience. The cell phone we are using, I believe, came from alien tech. Yes, you guys know, I read the book on my YouTube channel the day after Roswell, where they talk about fiber optics, night vision, and basically the technology that we all take for granted today is most likely reverse engineered from alien tech. You're right. Secret journey to planet Serpo. Thor came to visit the Pentagon. This is, I think you were recommending the book. And by the way, I've read all of these comments. Then when our military and scientists went to their planet. I haven't finished it yet, but it's really interesting. Thank you very much, Mariah. And yes, I will absolutely buy that book and read it. I promise you that. So thank you so much. Okay. Now this is titled Insomniac. Okay. Team Insomnia. I'm with you. Assuming these things are actually bending the light to cloak using anti-gravity tech and not using an LED panel to mimic the sky above them. Okay, that's a great point right there. I don't think they are military human. Sure, military secret programs are decades above, and you're saying that basically just like the stealth technology, how they said it didn't exist in the 80s, 90s, when we know it did, along with a lot of other military tech that, and now, I think the new thing now is cloaking, by the way, and speed. Okay, they're trying to, break the barriers of speed, and by doing that, they're tapping into these new means of propulsion and technology. But let me finish this, okay? Or understanding of currently unknown physics to back engineered and or especially come up with and create crafts like this. I mean, they would have to have a complete and full understanding of gravity, and I just don't think humans are there yet, even in military black project. Well, I agree and I disagree. I do think we are just so far ahead of what we claim. I mean, look, guys, I don't want to get off into a tangent here, but even going back to, the Great Pyramids, how we just dismissed that they could build these, and they were doing it with copper chisels and rocks, while they were beating on their chests and, lighting fires. No, I think they had the technology back then, okay? So again, guys, I try to make this quick. There's so much I want to talk about. This is why I need to go live, because I would just love to take deep dives into these comments and these topics, okay? Power off. Thank you. Always see you in the comments. I personally believe advancing in science and technology is an endless reality. I imagine it being like Star Wars or Star Trek. Yes, you are absolutely correct. And that's what I was just trying to say is, it's something I would really like to take a deep dive into, but for the sake of not making a 3-hour long video, I have to just burn through these. So, yes. Okay, we're going to continue. Now, this is Mr. SIXS. It is design, 6 is designs. Okay, my first thought was as if raindrops were falling down or across the front of the outmost lens, kind of like the effect you might get passing a magnifying glass over such a scene. Anyhow, whatever shape that is doing the cloaking does not appear uniform, like scattered or something random, if you may. Now, I thought that when I first made the video, edited the video, but now that I've gone back and just kind of taken a deep breath and slowed my mind down, took a good look at it, I can clearly see, again, there is a perfect circle. So maybe I'll make a follow-up video. But anyway, thank you for your comment, sir. Troll Patrol. Now here's one of the OGs like Mr. J and of course Brandy. We love you, Brandy. Mr. Troll Patrol says, I'm pretty sure one of those were round, and you're right about that. Then again, it could be the field around it. That being said, most likely ours. Theirs probably are done right. Yes, because they're smarter than us. We're just cavemen, beating our chests, right? We're knuckle draggers, okay? He goes on to say, Mr. Troll Patrol, as far as reading comments, be very careful of mine. Ha 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 ha. I'll take no offense. I also won't censor myself. You know me sometimes. Yes, you rock and you are the best. And I love seeing you in the comments. And I get depressed when you don't leave me comments because I think you don't like me no more. Okay. All right. Thank you, Troll Patrol. We love you. All right. After binge watching videos from habitual line crosser and hearing about all of the shit we do with our military budget, I'm almost of the belief that all of the UFOs are from our military. Another awesome analyst knock. Thank you so much. And this is Mr. Loki here. And yes, you're right. Look, the deeper I dive into this UFO topic, the more I learn. I'm telling you, you guys just got to trust me on this. Look, even people like Tyler, okay, are with me on this. 90% of it, it's our own. It's our own technology, or it's just simply misidentified, whatever category you want to put it into. But it's not little green men. Look, I am a hardcore UFO believer, right? Citizen journalist, nocturnal news here. Okay, I'm with you. We are one of the same ilk. Okay, but you have to understand a lot of it is military tech. It really is. Okay. Now this is Mr. 6 Designs again. Any comment? Be careful what you wish for. Just messing. Yes, sir. I know. But no, thank you for the comment. It does help. Now this is our dear friend Brandy. Thanks for all you did to the video to bring out more detail. And yes, you guys, let me end it here. I take these videos at other channels, and I'm not saying I'm better than them because I'm not, but I take these videos that they simply post it and run, right? Just drop and run. I take these videos and I spend hours and hours breaking them down, bringing out just whatever. You guys know, like a little 10-minute video can take me, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours to make. So I really do care about this topic. I'm passionate about this topic, and I think we are closer now to disclosure than ever. But the problem is, again, we've been inundated, surrounded, and overtaken by grifters in the UFO community, and more on that later. So, all right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for all the comments, and this is something I'll start doing on every video. Now, I might have to kind of pick the top 10 or something, because right here, I think we had like 40 or 50 comments, which is a lot. But again, I'm grateful for every single comment. I am a man of my word. I said I would read all of them, and I did. So you guys have a wonderful evening, and really, from the bottom of my alien heart, thank you.